Hi YouTube, I noticed my video about lighting was pretty popular, so I figured I would ask other members on the server to show off their lighting design ideas, because I was having trouble thinking of some. So I built this big exhibition centre you see in front of me, and it's at our spawn point, so it's pretty cool. And let's go in and have a look at what people came up with. Over here we have some of the lighting that you'd place on the ground, maybe outside your home. So we have this one, which is powered by redstone, and there's a redstone lamp on there. You see this all the time. You just place some trapdoors there and close them up. You can change that out for wood, the nether brick I mean, and just putting a little cobblestone wall there makes it a lot nicer. There's one back here that's kind of like the lights you'd see in your street, with the light hanging over. That's glowstone on it, and a wooden pole here. This one shows what it would be like if the light weren't overhanging. This one here is a big and bulky sort of tree light, I guess you'd say. I can't fly. Anyway, it's rather large. You'd maybe use that in cities as maybe a main light. Or if you just built a big city, I guess that would be alright. This one here is another big one. This one's by Adrian Melakota, and it uses pretty much a similar design. This one here you would light the top of, and that just shows what a firelight would look like, I guess you'd say. Over here we have a floating one, just because it's kind of cool. Mysterious. That's a very nice torch holder by Chaotic Ninja. It's a pretty neat idea actually, I didn't see that until just now. We've got some wall lights over here. This one you would assume the netherrack is lowered into the ground. If you use wooden slabs around here it won't catch fire, and you can light it and put in iron bars as a grill. You can put a pumpkin behind a glass pane and it looks pretty neat. Kind of centerpieces it, makes it look a lot more, what's the word? I don't know, it looks more designy, I guess you'd say, more fancy. You could have a giant hangy outy light there. Just making up words as I go. Of course you could use a trapdoor to hide a light, which would work up high on a wall, but not so much down low, because stuff that you build might get in the way, because this actually takes up a whole block there. Additionally, you can hang a torch from a fence post on the wall, and it kind of looks like it's being held up. I guess that's what I was trying to achieve over here, something like that. You can also use cobblestone wall, and I replace that with cobblestone to show you what it's like. You can use a grill on anything and it looks really smart, especially in dungeons and stuff if you have these bars. And you can also use fence posts in there to hide the lights, and that looks really nice. Moving on to our other section over here. Oops, nope, didn't miss anything. We have some floor lights, which are pretty cool. We got some big ones here where we've combined some water and glowstone down there. You could obviously do redstone lamps or whatever you like, but keep in mind that these big ones are pretty deep, so you either want really thick floors or you kind of want to build them on the bottom floor. This one you would light. Whoops, forgot I was in creative mode for this. I'll just fix that. As I was saying, this one you would light and it would look like that. The gold tends to look really nice with fire. so that's really good. I'll just close that off so it doesn't catch fire to anything, or set fire to anything rather. Over here we have a little inset light with some glass, the trapdoor light which you could set fire to, and we have a pumpkin in the ground. I guess you could design that into something cool, or it would look good outside on the grass. Or you could cover it, I guess, with a cauldron or something similar. This is a furnace. Now this actually works. If you just... I'll grab an extra lava bucket there. Oh, there's one in there. Okay. Just screw up my whole video here. When you put something into the furnace, it lights up. You notice it sort of lit up a bit there. Well, it'll light up a whole room, and if you cover the floor with these, depending on what your furnace looks like, it could look pretty cool. You can also just place glowstone lamps into the flooring, and you could put them onto pistons. I forgot what that was for a second, and it kind of looks like it's on a table. I believe you can put other stuff like torches on there as well. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. Anyway, moving on downstairs, where we have our chandeliers, which lots of people have contributed to. So you've got lots of interesting designs. So we'll start with this one. This one is a placement for on floor, and it looks really nice. It looks almost like it's a glass case and there should be something in it, which would be pretty cool if we could put something in it. But yeah, I guess you could multiply this design and make it 3 squared, and there's that middle square in there that you could just put stuff on, because you'd basically be going like this. I'll just put one there for good measure. And then you can put something in the middle. And there you go, you've got your giant glass case. Just get rid of all of this, so not to distract from her design. Over here we've just got a simple glowstone lamp, it's glowstone on wood. We've got a pumpkin on a post, just kind of creepy. A smaller version of the light you'd use in streets from upstairs. We've got some leaves around a light, which looks pretty cool, and you could even put a bunch of leaves on top to really hide it, and that would look awesome. And place them in bookshelves. You can also do this in a cube like that. Over here someone has just covered it in iron bars, I guess. That's their design. We've got another floaty one here. Just remove that because that's kind of weird. And here we have some hanging lights. You can have your... Well, it's a rather long light, so you would want to have this in a very tall room. This is just glowstone on fences. There's a couple of designs. This is just like a fork design. That's a singular one. It looks kind of bad, if I'm honest, because, well, it's kind of plain. The one on the end at least had the cobblestone wall at the top, so it looked like it was meant to be there and not just stuck up there. You could also add the cobblestone wall to this one, but that would make it longer still. You kind of got to be careful with that. You could also add trapdoors, but you couldn't add them to these inside parts there, kind of like this one has. Additionally, you could have the glass outside instead of inset into the roof or floor. You're covering that up, and that looks kind of cool. Over here we've got just a little, a wheel, I guess you'd say. And that's pretty cool. That's kind of old-fashioned. I like that one a lot. Here we've got a glass tank of water, a glowstone inside. Here we've got a double chandelier, which I guess kind of works better in theory. But maybe you've designed one that looks way better than mine. I would love to see it because it's a kind of cool concept. Over here we've got a glowstone in the middle of all these fences, kind of like a square version of the old-fashioned one over there. Here we've got lava with glass stopping it from falling all the way. This is actually really cool and it looks really cool. If you use this in walls, like I'm looking up right now, so you could probably imagine that I'm actually just standing on the ground. It looks really cool behind glass in rooms such as dungeons, all that stuff. It looks super cool and you can use it as lighting, so it lights it up really good. And yeah, it looks evil, it looks cool. You should use it. And these are just some fence posts in there, just to kind of, I guess, add a grill to it. And that's what we came up with. There's nothing upstairs, but yeah, that's what our server came up with. If you've come up with any lighting designs, I'd really love to see them. It would be super cool. And I would love any opinions you have on our lights. So, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.